Hello everyone and welcome. Today, I wanted to talk to you about an alternate ending to one of the most terrifying movies I've ever watched. In a way, this different ending would have changed almost everything that anyone remembers about this film. With that, let's take a look at the alternative ending for The Shining. Most people who have seen The Shining have their own interpretations for the events of the film. What it means, what every action taken means, whether or not any of it is even true in the first place. But the one thing I think we can all agree on is that this movie has one of the most intriguing final shots in all of cinema. What does the picture mean? Does it mean anything, or does it mean everything? Well, what if I told you that there was a completely different scene that changed the entire ending? And ultimately would have left viewers in a completely different understanding of the hotel itself. Here's what I mean. There is an alternative ending to The Shining that would have changed everything that you know about the movie. Almost entirely, so here's what happens in it. So there is only stills left, at least known now, as the complete scene has never been found, but Ullman, the manager of the hotel who hires Jack in the first place, visits both Wendy and Danny in the hospital. He tells them that the police looked all around the hotel and found nothing suspicious whatsoever. He then tells them to go back to Los Angeles and attempt to recover. Is he saying that they both went crazy? Did they not find Halloran, the man that Jack Torrance killed, in the lobby? After a moment, Ullman throws Danny the ball that was rolled towards him from room 237 and that Jack was using to throw against the wall. So, does this mean that he knows about Jack's past lives? Does he know the reality of the hotel? Is he in on it for some reason? This is a much more directly ambiguous ending than the picture, as the picture leaves every question open. This ending, however, gives us directly multiple questions to be answered. But the real question is, which ending would you have preferred? I think that this ultimately would have been a completely different ending to The Shining, and I think the notoriety and the way that we think of the film would be completely different. The ending that we got leaves us in a much more empty space. What happened? The alternative ending leaves us in a more directly the evil still goes on sense, which is a completely different feeling than what the picture shows, as in the ending, the evil could be over or the evil could still be going on. That's up to you to decide. I think it would also change a lot of the theories about The Shining if that was the ending. We would think that Ullman was in on it and knew that Halloran, who also knows how to shine, was probably teaching Danny how to shine. Maybe Halloran took a special liking to Danny because he knew how to shine, and Ullman knew that and didn't want Halloran to mess up any plans that he had. So he had Halloran go up there in order to die in order to protect the secrets of the hotel. I think this scene would have changed everything about The Shining, and to be honest with you, I don't know if for the better or for the worse. Let me know what you think. Do you think that ending would have been better or worse? Leave your answers in the comments down below. Honestly, I don't know what I feel. This is a completely different version of The Shining and one that we'll never see. I think seeing an alternative cut with that footage spliced in would be very interesting, but unfortunately, we'll probably never see it. So yes, check out @MediaByteCo on TikTok and @MediaByteCompany on Instagram, and you can go to the Patreon and check out all the commentaries. Check out all the podcasts on the Media by Podcast Network. There is Diary of an Indie Filmmaker, which is all things directing, writing, all that stuff. Exploring Cinema, which I do with my fiance Alex, which is one of the most fun podcasts I do. That is all about just different films that we watch. We watch a movie, talk about it. That's what it is. You can watch the movie with us if you want. Watch it before or watch it after you listen to it. And Flash It is for all things horror movies, which is something closer to this. Yes, so I really appreciate you, all of you who like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It means everything to me. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.